Flosstube, we're back. My name is Becca and this is Shadow, and you have reached SamBrie Stitches here on YouTube. This is a channel primarily about cross stitch, but I also do other crafts as well. I kind of quilt. I am now designing patterns, and sometimes there's wool applique and diamond painting, but today is just a little bit of quilting and some cross stitch. This is Flosstube number 111, I believe, and it is Thursday, April 7th. It's been a couple of weeks since I recorded, and it's been kind of a slow going couple of weeks. Just a little quick life recap will be coming up shortly. You saw all the pictures at the beginning, but I just wanted to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much for giving me and my channel a chance, and welcome back to my returning subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. I am outside in my backyard. If you are new, there will be neighborhood noises. Shadow's out here, so she may bark. We have Carl the rooster that lives a street or two behind me that likes to crow. It is, I want to say it's supposed to be like 60 or 70 today, so I am wearing my sunglasses. This is a new pair of sunglasses, and I also got a new pair of glasses. They are both bifocals, so I actually can see wearing sunglasses now, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna wear these because the sun is blinding and it's warm. So a little bit of life recap. Asa, my daughter's kitty, is improving. We had to up her anxiety medication, so I believe she's taking 2 a day now. She's going to be on that special food for the rest of her life. So thank you all so much for buying the Asa sampler pattern off of my Gumroad and making a donation. We appreciate it, and the continued support is amazing. Every bit of the money that comes from the Asa sampler is going to her very expensive food and to her medication refills. So I appreciate that so much, but she is improving. You saw some pictures at the beginning. She is coming up to me more for treats, which is kind of nice, but still very weary of me, and I'm not sure why, but you know, it's okay. And there's Shadow barking. Speaking of Shadow, she got groomed. First time in several years, so she is fluffy and mat free. Her fur mats like crazy because of the mixture of dog she is. We're not 100% sure, but she's beautiful and she's fluffy, and she'll be going back again because she did so well. Other than that, I've been designing. My husband and I went on an adventure. That was a blast. He loves during this time of year to try and find snow because he knows how much I love snow, and we don't get enough here. So we just drove, found a random road, drove down that till it turned into, you know, off-roading, basically deep into the mountains. We went on a day where the weather was super crazy. So it was super windy and rainy and sunny and beautiful, and then we went high enough into the mountains that we hit snow. Trees were down. We had to, like, you know, maneuver through trees. Somebody must have come through and just cut just enough of an opening on the rocky road to get their vehicle through. So we were maneuvering through that. I love adventures with my husband. And that's what sparked the designing, is because I designed a sampler, which I can't show. That's the one that's exclusive to Acorns and Threads, for him because of that, because of our adventures. I look forward to that. So that was a blast. Upcoming plans, if you guys have watched Vonna Pfeiffer's video, I have an interview coming up with her that will go live on Easter, so that will keep y'all company on Easter. And Monday, in a couple of days, I will be driving down to the Portland area to go hang out with my Beehive mother cluckers. I love those ladies, and I actually have a pattern that I designed because Colleen, which is one half of Stitching with the Sisterlies, suggested that it would be really cool to have a pattern to have for us. So I designed that and stitched it up really quick. Have not FFO'd it yet. Yesterday I was down and out with a migraine. We had various appointments throughout the weeks, and I don't know if it was just the lack of sleep or what it was, but a migraine hit me yesterday, so I did not FFO it. Okay. Before I jump into all of this stuff, I took a couple of screenshots that I wanted to share with y'all. So the first one is I got an email with a photo attached of somebody who stitched one of my patterns. If y'all are stitching my patterns, please email me. I would love to share them on my channel, because it's just so cool that people are stitching things that I designed. This is from Margaret. I did ask for permission. She stitched my free Pray for Peace for Ukraine chart, and she stitched it on 14 count. And she said she really enjoyed it, and she can't wait to start the other chart, Be the Change, that she has, which is another one that I released. So that was really cool. She didn't have, I think, the colors that were called for, which is fine. She changed them up, but it's such a beautiful stitch, and it just made me so happy to receive an email from somebody who stitched my pattern. It was like the coolest thing ever. I don't know, maybe I'm a dork, I don't know, but any of you that stitch my patterns, please email me. I would love to see them. So thank you so much, Margaret, for sending that to me. That made my day. Another email that I received actually today was an email from Lynn, and I didn't ask for permission to give any more of her information out, but it absolutely made my day so much better. And I may get teary-eyed, so good thing I'm wearing my sunglasses. And I'm not going to read it word for word because it's private. But she said that she was watching one of my interviews today, and one of the questions that I asked, which is what's the best thing that has happened within the past couple of years, really struck a chord with her. And she told me what it was. And, you know, it was a very meaningful, you know, a very meaningful thing, which it was very, I don't even have the words. I just appreciate her opening up to me and sharing that, because apparently that helped her help someone else, if that makes sense. She was telling somebody who was talking to her about being very depressed and very sad about the what's the best thing that has happened to you question. And that person in turn said that she was thankful and she was going to be listing all the good things, and that she appreciated being reminded that there had been good things the past couple of years. Whew. And she said, all this to say, thank you for reminding me to look for the good things. You've made a difference. Wow. I started out those interviews because Daleen, so grateful, put a little bug in my ear and was like, hey, this would be a great idea for something for you to do. You know, it was during COVID and I was doing it every week. And the questions have evolved a little bit, and I'm coming up on 2 years of doing these interviews. And getting an email like that, wow. I mean, I was doing it just to keep everybody company, keep myself company, you know, and let us learn more about our fellow Flosstubers, our fellow Stitchers, whether they're huge, popular, you know, Flosstubers or brand new to YouTube and to stitching. I've tried to include everybody, and I want to continue doing it. But to hear a story like that where it helped someone and then they in turn helped someone else, I have no words. I have no words. So that just that made my day. Absolutely made my day. So thank you, Lynn, if you're watching this. I haven't responded to your email yet because I was out and about and then wanted to get home and record this, but wow, thank you. That I'm speechless. So I'm glad that everybody enjoys those interviews, and I'm going to continue doing them for as long as people continue to say yes. All right, let's just do the giveaway now. The last video, it was for this fabric that came from Fat Quarter Shop. It's the Mushroom 28 count Lugana. It was a 3.75 by 14 inch piece, and it goes to Mary Ann Johnson. So Mary Ann Johnson, if you could just email me, and my email will be in the description box, and let me know that you won the Mushroom Lugana and shoot me your address, that would be greatly appreciated. Keep an eye out because I'm going to be doing giveaways throughout the video as well. So I'm excited. All right, so let's jump into my new releases. So I had 3 new releases and then 1 upcoming that I just finished. So my first new release is going to be a series I've decided, and it is a Bigfoot series because y'all know how obsessed I am with Bigfoot. So I saw Red, White, and True like on some meme or something as I was scrolling through the internet, and I decided that I wanted to make a Bigfoot series. So here is my Bigfoot, and you know, he's got his little patriotic hat and his flag. There's a little barn with the flag roof and like a little motif. And this is about a 4x4 finish, so a 4x4 piece. And I just turned it into a pillow. I just used flags. And then this was sent to me by Kim, who spoils me rotten. Y'all spoil me rotten, but I've been using those tags. And then this was some pre-made trim that I got from like Joann's or Michael's last year. So this is the first one. This is on, I want to say it's on 18 count Homeland by Bestitch Me. It's driving me crazy taking photos of fabric. I have discovered now that I cannot get accurate colors using my phone. My husband says to buy a camera, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So I messaged Brandy. I'm like, how do you do it? How do you get you know, appropriate colors for your photos? And she told me about a light box that she had ordered from Amazon. So sure enough, last night I ordered it to see if that will help so that I could start offering printed copies. I just want to make sure that my photos are good, because the point of me doing these patterns was for myself, because I want stuff, I'm releasing stuff that has meaning to me or that I love, that hopefully others will love too. But I wanted to help Brandy out because I have been with her from day one. And I've said this on past videos, I've watched her grow. I love being a part of it. I love promoting her because she's such a beautiful, generous, talented person. And I feel like we need to get her name out there more. So she had told me a while ago that she's really hoping that designers would start using, you know, her fabrics and her silks. And I mean, I'm not a big name designer. Hopefully I, you know, get out there because Acorns, Janine, is supporting me and is going to carry my patterns at some point when I get things figured out. I do have my business license now. Step 1 done. But everything that I do is stitched on Brandy's fabric and stitched with her silks. And then I match DMC to it. Of course, Brandy's silk, some of it is variegated and DMC isn't, but you know, I wanted to get her out there. So this is the first one, Red, White, and True. I would prefer that you all go to Gumroad and buy the patterns. They are the same price as on Etsy, but you know, you can pay whatever you want with a minimum of $5 for my patterns, except for the freebie. But Etsy right now, with the raising of the fees and all that, the only reason that I listed my patterns on Etsy is because they do a promotion and they bring the customers to your shop, and then hopefully those customers will find me here on, you know, YouTube or on Instagram, because I have it in the description box, and then they'll go to Gumroad. I know that we're calling for people to strike Etsy, I think between the 11th and 18th or something like that, because of the fee. I think that's already taken into effect yesterday, where they raised the fee from like 5% to 6.5%. So a $5 pattern, we don't get very much from them, but I'm not really doing it to make money. I'm doing it to just spread the love in the community and make designs that I want to display in my home, and that hopefully others will love too. The next one was, Let It Be. This one's a little bit bigger, and this was inspired because I saw this at Michael's. It's a chalkboard, and there was a bee on this side, and it says Let It Be, and then there was a bee on this side, and it sits. And this is done on Gaia, 18 count Gaia, I believe, for this one. All the information is in the description of the patterns. I'm really bad at remembering. And also stitched with Brandy Silks. It says, be yourself, be strong, be true, just let it be. And so I moved one of the bees from the back to the front, and then I just have it sit like that. So this leads me to my first giveaway. So this giveaway is going to be for the US only, because I'm going to ship one of these finishing pieces from Michael's and a PDF copy of this pattern. So in the comments, let's just put display, because so DISPLAY, display, because I will also be giving away just the PDF open to everybody, and you can use the word BEE, so that way kind of everybody gets the pattern, but because this is so big, it's going to be US only. But yeah, so that's going to be the first couple giveaways, and I love this so much. I know everybody's stitching bees right now. I don't generally decorate with bees until I think like August. I can't remember. I don't really generally stitch, or I don't decorate with bees until around then, for some reason. I think because I do bunnies and gardens for springtime. And then of course my holiday display. My other release was in the Bigfoot series, and it was the Easter egg hunt. Isn't it adorable? So my older daughter stitched the words and this motif, and then I finished stitching it. Bigfoot has some bunny ears. He has a little basket with an egg in it, and he's going to hunt the other eggs. There's a little bunny and a bee and a butterfly. So this one is also 4x4, and then I finished it with some eggs on the back with my tag. And again, this trim is from like Joann's or Michael's from last year. And this is done on 18 count Gaia. So Gaia is very, very beautiful for spring. It has like blues and pinks and some lavenders all throughout it. Brandy did an amazing job with this. So I figured for spring, I could use different parts of Gaia and different colors would come out. So this is my other release that you can find on Gumroad. I hope there's a lot of Bigfoot fans. I'm taking a chance because I know it's kind of a Pacific Northwest thing, but there are Bigfoot sightings in other states, and there are people who love Bigfoot that, you know, don't live in the area. but I hope that you like it. It's so cute. It's so cute. There is a little bit of back stitching in this. Like I back stitched around the eggs just to make them like an egg shape. There's not a ton, and I back stitched wide around the ears, but I don't think you can really see it, just to kind of separate the two. But yeah, so those are my 3 releases. And then I finished late last night after my migraine kind of went away. Oh, it's stuck to the finishing piece that I found today. This is, let me see if I can hold this up like this. Oh, there we go. This is the Beehive Mother Cluckers pattern. So if those of you are new here, Beehive Mother Cluckers, the Beehive is Anna, who is Stitch Roadie and Quilt Roadie. We meet up at her house and she calls her quilting room the Beehive. And then Cluckers, we go to Cheryl, which is one half of Stitching with the Sisterlies, and we hang out in her hen house. And I wanted to combine both, so we call each other the Mother Cluckers. So I just combined Beehive Mother Cluckers. There's the Beehive, there's the crown for Anna, who is the queen bee, a few bees, a couple hens, and a little house. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. This is on 18 count, Not Another Sampler by Bee Stitch Me. And this is a 4x6 on 18 count. And what I found, it doesn't perfectly match, but I found this morning at Tractor Supply. And it's a metal sign that says friends and hens welcome. And I think I'm just gonna hang this from below and then hang it like in my crafting area. I'm hoping that that's gonna look okay. The chickens, like the browns match, and there's black and the yellows, so I think it'll look okay. I didn't use any blues because I didn't buy this ahead of time. But that I think is what I'm gonna do. So this is at the Tractor Supply. It's Chick Days metal sign assortment, and it's $10. So I thought that was really cute. I gotta finish that and get that photographed when my light box arrives tomorrow, hopefully. So that'll be another release that I'll be listing if anybody wants to stitch and support us. We are Anna, Stitch Roadie, Quilt Roadies, Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, Heather, Punky Purls, Colleen and Cheryl, Stitching with the Sisterlies, Janine, the owner of Acorns and Threads, and Susan Stanley, Stitchin' Time, and myself. I think that's everybody. I'm gonna feel really bad if I forgot somebody, but I think that was it for the people. So I love the ladies so much, and I look forward to our monthly meetups, and we chat in our group chat all the time, and they're just the best. So they loved the design, and hopefully they'll all be stitching it. I know they'll be giving away or some of them will be giving away a pattern, the PDF on their channel, so you should go subscribe to all of them and check them out as well. Okay, I feel like I'm talking forever. It's been 23 minutes. So I have three whips. I've gotten a lot done in 2 weeks, and I work on the weekend, so that cuts into time. So so the first one, I got hair in my mouth, I'm gonna do. I actually have 4 whips, but I can't show you. This is the secret stitch for Acorns and Threads, and luckily Janine is allowing me to share my progress with the Mother Clucker, since they already saw the pattern, and my sister. And I don't know why that person is just driving a honk in his horn. And I'm sharing it with Brandy, so a few people get to see the progress of it only because they saw the pattern. But I've worked on this because I need to get it done before StitchCon. I'm going to weekend A, and I want people to add their initials to my piece. So this is the Scarlet House, A Changed World. It is a stitch along with Shannon Bromo, who is the Soda Stitcher. And this is on 20 count grog from Bee Stitch Me. And this is how far I've gotten. So I just have that little section left. It is awesome. And then if you're new here, there are initials along the borders of my stitchy friends and family. And then I'll be having more added to it when I get to StitchCon. So I'm hoping, and I plan on putting the last few stitches in at StitchCon too, just to make it memorable. But is that not gorgeous? This is Be the Change Sal is the hashtag. So it's such a beautiful stitch. I'm using the DMC. Part of me wishes that I would have sprung and got the silk because the colors are different than the cover. But I still like it. It's still really pretty. But lesson learned that, you know, I should have got the silks. The next one is my design that I can show you. I can't show you a picture of it because it's a design, but I can show you the progress of it if I can get it out of this bag. Oh, I guess I should show you the bag. This bag was by LynnXstitchcreates, I believe. Yes, LynnXstitchcreates. It's the Girl Power bag, which is awesome. And then this one is by, oh, she used to be Jen Ravenclaw, but I forgot which. Man, I'm terrible. I forgot. Did she put a tag in here? No. I'll link her down below. I'm really terrible. I think it's just Jen's Project Bags or something like that now, but it was a Bigfoot Christmas one. This one is by Anna, who is Stitchtoolbox on Etsy, and my long distance stitchy bestie. I had to order this because it's so cute. It's rescue animals, and my animals are rescued. So this is a sampler that is based again on my home and my family, and this is as far as I've gotten. This is stitched on Brandy's fabric. I need to look up and see what the fabric is. I want to say it's 18 count vintage, I think is what it is, and then her silks. Let me put this behind it. Oh, there goes the dog again. Sorry. She probably sees a squirrel. So the bottom, obviously you can see the owl because the owl is my thing. There's going to be a tree, and then I charted my house. It's a little bit smaller version of my house, but I charted my house and my animals, and hopefully it is going to be something that y'all like. It says, a house is made of walls and beams. A home is built with love and dreams. So I'm hoping to get that finished and framed and listed at some point. I'm really happy with it, and hopefully everybody will like it. If not, it's just a sampler that's going to go up on my wall because it has special meaning. All right, and then I worked on my husband's elk. This is the Elk Anthem by the First Lady of Cross Stitch. It is a huge, ginormous, full coverage piece that has taken me forever. It is something that my husband really, really wants and always gives me crap if I don't work on it. Right now, I am at 37.59%, and I did a little over 1,200 stitches on it these 2 weeks. And it's fraying like crazy and stuck to my Pandora bracelet. That's great. Come on, there it goes. This is on 18 count oatmeal that I just got from Michael's. And here it is. So I've been working on the blue. So I filled in where the elk is, some of the mountain over here. 1,200 stitches of blue. Somebody asked if I'm going to get it done this year. I think what I'm going to do is take my time and have it fully finished and framed next year at the end of June for our 25th wedding anniversary. 25 years is special, and how bad my husband wants this, I think it'll be a perfect anniversary gift. And it'll give me time to, you know, focus on other things, but still continue to work on this without getting stressed. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. I may not be able to wait to give it to him. And then it's in a random bag that I got off of a Stash Unload group. It doesn't have a name or anything, but it's an outdoorsy bag, so thought it was perfect. So those are my stitching whips. I do have a quilting whip. I did another row on my younger daughter's space quilt. I may need to back up a little bit. Let's see which way this goes. I think it goes this way. So I don't know if I could get it all in, but I did another row. I'm having a heck of a time with this, but luckily they don't have to, you know, match. But because I think I've explained this before, they're supposed to be like 9-inch squares. And I don't know what happened. I bought the jelly roll at Joann's pre-cut, and I think it was just off, and I didn't measure it because I just took their word for it that it was 2.5 inches. And well, the squares are all wonky, and I now have 8-inch squares. Some of them are maybe a little bit smaller than that, but my daughter is loving the progress, and it looks okay. It's gonna be a blanket, so, or a quilt, I should say. Speaking of quilts, Monday I'm excited to pick up my husband's quilt from Cheryl. She quilted it and did the binding for me on my first one, and I'm so excited for it. And that will be going to my husband on Easter, because he is whisking me away to the beach for a little getaway after we have Easter lunch with the girls. We're gonna go to the beach for a couple of nights and do our Easter baskets that evening in the hotel room and relax and have a little getaway. So I'm gonna give him his quilt there. I'm so excited for that. Okay, I have been struggling with decorating for Easter. I'm going to insert the Easter decor tour. It is not the greatest. I don't know what it is with me. I think because the girls are older, we're just not that into Easter anymore. And honestly, I know Betsy talked about this in her video. I'm Jewish. My older daughter practices. My younger daughter doesn't really care. My husband is not. We've always done Easter as Easter egg hunts and, you know, a family dinner, and I decorate for it. But I think this year they still want their Easter baskets, but they're like less excited about it. So I was less excited to decorate for it, if that makes sense. But I did it, so I'm going to insert it here. Okay, I really struggled with decorating for Easter. But here's the first section, pretty much already done. And then this, which I think is a Lizzie Kate that I stitched a year or two ago and finished into a pillow. So this is the first area in my hutch, and then up to my peeps. So this is the from Brenda Gervais book, I believe, and I found this wooden finishing piece at Goodwill. And then I added a little chick and a little chirp candle, little chirp egg, and a mug. This is already done. And then that's a Prairie Schooler peep that I horribly turned into a oval egg. And did that for a finishing piece. More array done. I made these little felt peeps last year using just like a coloring page that I printed off, cut them out, and then sewed them up. And they're so cute. So there's this section. Then this one is my egg hunt. My pattern, it's so cool to say that. My Easter egg hunt Bigfoot release. Some ray done. This was part of a little 3-pack that I got at the Target dollar spot, this little sign. And there is a shepherd's bush eggs for Easter that I finished on an egg wreath. I can't remember where I got that. Michael's, Joann's, and there's a little egg tree from the Target dollar spot behind there. So there's my egg hunt section. And then we go over to this section, and this is my bunny hop area. So hop, hop, bunch of Rae Dunn. Hippity hop, hop. I shortened that. That's from Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle. More bunny stuff. A little tiered tray from Target dollar spot. Some finishing pieces. So that's that section. And then down is jelly beans and candy. And I should have candy in there, but the jelly beans get eaten so quickly because my husband loves them and my daughter loves them. Here's another peep that I made. Peep's sake, I love that Rae Dunn. This was from Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle, and I stuck it inside a jelly bean Rae Dunn mug. There's I'm Just Here for the Chocolate. I should have chocolate in there, but I don't because chocolate doesn't last here. That's a candle. This is a pattern by Helen D. It was a freebie that I stitched up. Love it. So this is my jelly bean section. That bunny stand, that's from Target dollar spot. And then down here is Happy Easter. So this Happy Easter is from Cherry Hill Stitchery, I believe. I think. And I finished it on a magnet and put a whole bunch of stuff in like a little bucket. Little chick who's falling out. Eggs and some flowers. And here's our Murphy carrot hanging there. There's a Happy Easter back there. I love the face on this dude. Look at the little glasses. That's a candle. And then Expert Hunter, Easter. Not a whole lot of stitching in this area. I just really can't get into stitching for spring or Easter. My spring decor tour will be next month. This is a Blackbird Designs. I think it was a re-release. Easter greetings or something like that. And I finished it on a piece from Goodwill, maybe, or Michael's. I can't remember. But it's pretty cute, and the colors matched. So that was nice. And then more Rae Dunn and my blanket. Bunny love. And I loved this little wreath bunny thing. And then I have a little Rae Dunn tray and a wool applique that I made that I never finished. But it works. I need to finish it into like a round or something. The famous gumball machine, I put a couple of eggs in there. More Rae Dunn. I love this bunny bun so much. And I stitched, this was a little freebie, I can't remember by who, but I stuck it on a little sign. And this is like one of my favorite things about this display. And then Honey Bunny and then Hope, that is by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I finished it into a heart. And that is my Easter display. Not the greatest, not my most favorite. But I hope that y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, it's not as good as some of my other ones when it comes to that. When it comes to like decorating. Sorry, I'm just making a note so that I know where to insert the tour. Also, before I jump into kind of Stitchy Kindness and haul, I didn't do a St. Patrick's pattern kind of parade. I don't have very much, and this is spring, St. Patrick's, and Easter. I really do not have very many patterns. I think I'm just not a, you know, spring type of person. I don't know. But I'm going to do a quick little pattern parade just so that y'all can see what I have. These are not going to be my whips. I have that big Easter, or no, Valentine's Day. And maybe it's in here, the Easter one that it is. Okay. So it's all in here. All right. So the first one is Little House Needleworks, the Stitching Bee. Super cute. The next one is Bent Creek Chick on an Egg. Everybody's seen this Jelly Bean Jubilee. You probably saw that in my display, a couple of them with a needle and thread. Oberlin Samplers Easter. This is really pretty. I really need more time. Hands-on Design, more chocolate bunnies. I need to stitch this because I got a Rae Dunn mug that you saw in my tour that it should be in my tour. I can't remember. It says I'm just here for the chocolate. I want to stitch that for next year. Egg Hunt by Heart and Hand. Super cute. Easter Notes by Shepherd's Bush. Easter Row by Bent Creek. Primrose Cottage Stitches, Irish Kisses. Oh, almost dropped it. I got my nails done this morning. Pretty purple for Easter and spring. Shamrock Row by Bent Creek. St. Patrick's Day Banner by Creative Moments. Lucky Notes from Shepherd's Bush. I love these and I have yet to stitch them. Maybe I'll make that a goal for next year. I don't know why this is in there. Mother's Garden by Blackbird Designs. I'm not sure why I put that in there. I'm sure I had a reason, but maybe because it's springy. I don't know. Wildflowers by the Blue Flower. This is so gorgeous. Janine from the Blue Flower has been so kind as to give me advice on starting out with designing and, you know, what to do, because Janine at Acorns and Threads suggested I reach out to her because she has a very cool story on how she started out. So she's been very helpful. From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, Mini Spring. Okay, so this is going to be a spring as well. Oh yeah, because it says spring. I don't even know if I said that, man. I was so out of it. My Pink Rose by Blackbird Designs. I bought this, then I need to stitch up for my older daughter because she loves roses, and I bought that for her for that. Welcome Spring Sampler from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy. These were, I want to say, market releases last year or expo. I don't remember. Springtime by New York Dreamer. Simply Spring by Waxing Moon Designs. Spring Things by Waxing Moon Designs. I did a Spring Things too, but mine are just motifs. Hands-on Design, Let's Talk Spring. Spring Notes from Shepherd's Bush. And Easter on a Platter from Point de Croix, I believe. My daughter bought me this one along with the Valentine's one. These are a lot of stitching. A lot. All right, that's all I have for those. There's not a whole lot, but that's okay. There's still quite a bit. All right, so haul and Stitchy Kindness. There's a couple things that I found at Michael's that were on sale that I got to hang up on the wall. This one says Craft Room. They have this whole cool area now. And then this one says Curate and Create. And I thought those were really, really cool for like your crafting area. So I bought those, and those were at Michael's. So something neat for just decor. And then I received a surprise package from Kim. Kim, who used to live in Texas, who now lives in Michigan, that I love to death, and I've never even met her. She just has spoiled me from almost the beginning of making my videos. Just random surprises that just make my day. And she must have been watching my one of my videos where I was complaining about the squares not matching up on this quilt, because lo and behold, this arrived. This arrived from her, from Amazon, that has 4 rulers, square rulers in it, and I've already used one of them. That's why this is open. I have no words. And let me just say, these are like my favorite rulers, because I just lay it on there and then just cut around it, and it's like the coolest thing ever. So Kim, thank you again so very much. You spoil me. You always spoil me, and I appreciate it. And when we go back to Michigan to visit family, I want to get together and make plans with you. So I'm hoping that we get back to Michigan soon so that we can make plans to meet finally. So Stitchy, let's see. So I got a couple of things off of the Facebook Marketplace. I know Buttercup Designs is hard to find, and this one's Unity. And I thought this was so cool because it's got the Canadian flag and the American flag. And I had not seen this before, so I snagged that up. And I think she was selling 2 for $5 or something like that. And then this one's Kay's Frames and Designs from Michigan. And it's just a simple pattern. So I got that because, you know, me and patriotic. I have a patriotic design ready to be stitched, and I'm super excited. I'm just waiting on, I want to get the heroic fabric from Brandy to stitch it on, so I'm hoping that I can get it done. I ordered a bunch of sticky board from Fat Quarter Shop. And then let's do Stitchy Kindness. So I am partnered with Carla at Cobweb Corner. Absolutely love her, and she's so generous, and her videos are awesome because she shows you know, the stock that she gets in for her shop, and she's so talented, and she's making beautiful fobs, and she sews, she does everything. So I'm partnered with her, and usually what she does is she sends 2 charts for giveaways and then 2 charts for me. I messaged her and I said, you know, I would love to continue doing the giveaways for you to help promote, you know, you and your website and all that. But I said, I don't need any more charts. Like, personally, I've got enough, and would it be okay just to, you know, do the giveaway charts for a little while? And she was like, oh yeah, of course, you know. So she sent some giveaway charts, so I'm going to do 2 this time. The first one that she sent was the Fox by the Cottage Garden Samplings. So keyword is going to be Fox for this. And I know Brandy at Stitch Me has dyed some fabrics for these patterns, I believe. And they're beautiful, beautiful. So that one is Fox. That's open to everybody. This one is open to everybody as well. In honor of my grand kitty Asa, I want to give away this generous donation from Carla at Cobweb Corner. This is Kitty and Me Designs Colorful Cats. So cat is the keyword. So cat, fox, B for my PDF chart, and design for the PDF and the finishing piece, which was US only. The other ones are open to anybody. Okay, so Brandy at Stitch Me sent me some Silk of the Months to show you. This month it was greens for March. beautiful greens that I'm going to incorporate in my patterns. Ooh, this is ocean green. I dropped this one. Mint. Pine, which I'm definitely going to incorporate for my trees. Look at that. Plankton. And seafoam. Speaking of her silks and fabrics, I think she's putting together a little smaller kit if you wanted to try out her fabric and silks for my Asa sampler for my grand kitty. So if you're interested in that, I don't know if she's listed it yet on the website. If not, you can email her, but it's going to be smaller skein, so you could try out her silks, and it's a smaller cut of the fabric, I believe, as well, that I use. And that way, if you wanted to try those out for a little bit cheaper of a cost, you can do that, and it also will support my grand kitty as well. So it was very, very generous of Brandy to do that. And then she sent me two extra ones to try out. This is Wetlands. It's got a very pretty variegation. And then Grasshopper. I really want to start using more of her variegated colors because they're really, really pretty. But I'm torn because I can't really match them to the DMCs, which I don't know what to do on that aspect, because she has some very, very pretty variegated ones. So with being a new designer, I'm not sure how to go about doing that, but we'll see. I might figure it out. So fabric wise, I am part of her neutral fabric of the month half yard and part of her smaller cut of the opalescent neutral. So she sends me the color one to show y'all. This one I got off of Friday night fight night, and this is Lotus. It is a beautiful, beautiful lavender. I love this. You know, me in purple. Oh look. Haha. Lotus. So this is her color one for March, and she sent me it's 18 count aventurine. This is beautiful. This could even go as Christmas, spring or Christmas. Look at that. It is gorgeous. Wow. So there's that. And then, well, I can't fold. And then the neutral is, this is the half yard, and this is cinnamon. I'm not going to open it up completely, but, well, I'll open it up halfway because it's a half yard. Cinnamon is, every time she sends me fabric of the month, like, it becomes my new favorite. Cinnamon is gorgeous. I want to design something on that. It's like, it's a good neutral, but it's darker. So like white will show up on it, or creams, they'll show up really good on it. And then I got the opalescent, which is funny because it looks different even though it's 18 count. So this is the opalescent of it, of the cinnamon. But if you hold them up together, they're like two different colors. I don't know if you can, there you go. They're both gorgeous, both gorgeous. So thank you, Brandy, for that. Aw, Papa's laying right here by me. Hi, baby. We're being a good girl. And then the one last thing. Oh no, you're okay. Just scared her by picking up the box by her head. Is I am partnered with Fat Quarter Shop, and I absolutely love getting packages from Fat Quarter Shop. There's some upcoming cool stuff that's going to happen with them too that I'm excited to be a part of. So I wanted to show you, let me just get my little cheat sheet here, because I know you all have seen it. There's quite a few of us that are partnered with them, but I think it's just so cool. So this is Away We Go. This is something I think that I could do. This is 45.5 by 45.5. So it's a quilt pattern. That is actually I think something that I could do and just not use that fabric, but use a different fabric, but that's really, really cute. It's a super quick stitch, it says, and it only needs 7 fat quarters. I think I could do that. I might. It's not like I don't have a list of things that I'm already making, because I have to get my older daughter's butterfly quilt going too. I really want to start collecting these. I think I only have like 2 sets. This is Be in My Bonnet Stitch Cards by Lori Holt, set L. On that. So I know y'all know these. I think this is the kitchen set, which is really cute. I just think it'd be really neat to stitch these up and turn them into little pillows, which is kind of cool. This one is poinsettias. Oh, I can't say it, but it's a quilt pattern. And then this one is, let's see, 54.5 by 69.5. And it's a winter quilt, obviously. It says if you want to use the foundation paper, we recommend using 2.5-inch half square triangle paper on it. So that one's kind of cool. That seems like quite a bit of work on that one. So you know what, for my quilters, let's give this away. So let's just say quilt, okay? Because I know I have quilters that watch me, and I like to share the love. I'm not going to get to all these patterns. This one I think I want to try doing. Oh, Carl's making an appearance. I think I need to make a pattern with Carl in it, because he's kind of famous in my videos when I used to film outdoors all the time. This is called Rockin' Around quilt pattern. This is 48 inches by 48 inches. And it's a Christmas tree. I think I might be able to do that. I don't know. All right, and then this is Bloom Where You're Planted. Oh, listen to him. I have the kit coming that they're sending me so that I can participate, because I think I plan on at least stitching the bee. I may try and stitch this too. And I think they're also sending me another kit for a giveaway. So I'll just do this as a giveaway today too, because I have more coming. So let's just do Bloom for this one. And this will be open to anybody, even though it's a thicker pattern. And then the last thing that's in here, oh, that doesn't want to come out, is, and I didn't take this out because I think y'all have seen it, and I'm so excited to get this. This is super cool. So this is a Bee's Knees book stand. How cool is this? So it's a magnetic metal frame. It unfolds to 2.5-inch depth. It easily folds and stores anywhere. How stinking cool is that? Oh, that's so neat. I didn't even open it yet because it's all taped. I should have had this ready to open, but I think you guys have probably seen it. I'm ripping the box up. Let's pop it out of here, because this is gonna be, wow. Yep, it's a big old metal. Sorry for the clanging. The stand isn't attached to it, but it's like a little bit of an unboxing. Look at that with the bee. And then there's the stand. This thing is big. It's like a music stand size. How cool is that? That is so cool. Love it. Love it. I think my daughter would like to use that. Ooh, use that because she likes to do hard copy patterns. I still do PDFs, so. Oh my gosh, I talked a lot. I did a lot of giveaways. I wasn't expecting that. For the giveaways, please be 18. Please be a public subscriber. I did not check for the fabric one because I was out and about when I did it, but I will check for these to make sure that you're a public subscriber, so that I can see that it's going to somebody who supports my channel and who likes stitching. Please don't use the word giveaway or free or anything like that. Make sure you use the keywords as well. I would appreciate it. And I believe that's it. I may be back in a couple of weeks or next week. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know, because I like to do a video when I do a release, but because I'll be doing an unboxing, because Brandy's spring equinox epic box is on its way to me, so watch for that this weekend. If I don't do another video, there will be an interview on Easter with Vanna Pfeiffer, which I'm very excited about. And next month is another big one to celebrate my 2-year interview with the Flosstuber anniversary. And that will be, right now we have plans to do the interview with the country stitchers. So I'm super excited for that too. So that'll be a lot of fun. So that is it. I hope that you all have an amazing, however much time in between my videos, that you get a lot of stitching done. If you celebrate Easter, have a wonderful Easter with family. If not, I hope that the interview with Vanna keeps you company on that day. And until I see you all again, happy stitching, everybody.